You use some regen and you're fine.
Yeah, like, honestly, right now, imagine Saberlight just gets hit by Mr. Waterman over here. Does he just fall over and go, someone call a doctor? No. You consume that salve, or you go and eat a tree. All right? This is totally realistic things you can do in life.
I mean, that's the one thing I don't get it with, right? Like,
His trees.
why don't
tangos,
people
right?
just eat more trees in general, right?
Exactly,
It
they're
seems to work
healthy.
so well in Dota, and it's all natural. So
I bet they're good for you as well, you know?
if you're having problems in life, kids, just eat more trees.
Yeah.
That's what the doctor ordered.
I mean, it makes sense, right? We love mangoes, so why can't we just use tangos and eat trees?
Tangos and mangoes.
How does that work exactly? Like the way that the tango allows you to eat a tree? Is it kind of like it's Viagra for eating?
Curious, your Misha has kind of set up. So he does this thing where he throws out one fatal bond, and then he just ports top. I mean,
like, all right,
this is the strangest. This is the strangest move I've ever seen. It also Empire got away with 2 denies that way. I have no idea. And Era is okay. Yeah. He started also with the rocket flare. Like, what am I watching right now?
Well, they really wanted to secure that range creep.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Life has many questions, and this will just go on the long list of ones I've already got. Let's check in on the mid lane and make sure nothing stupid's happening here. I mean, unique or innovative is happening there. Nope. This all looks standard. All right, good. Anything else? You spot anything else odd or out of the ordinary, or are we good from there? Can we, like, focus on the sanity of Dota?
Let me take a quick look. Nothing.
No.
Nothing. Nothing. No. Seems we're all good.
I'm just checking if there's anything else wrong with this game. The neutrals look normal. The ancients look normal. We're good.
Yep.
Wait, no, I see the problem.
What is it?
They picked Tinker without Bounty Hunter.
And also, the Clockwork has still Rocket Flare, level 1.
I mean, why didn't he just change that, you know?
I don't know why he doesn't just switch skill. He already used it, so it's on cooldown. Why not just switch to a better one?
Exactly. Like, I've played enough RPGs. I know you can get skill resets. Man, imagine if that was a thing in Dota. Most pointless addition to the game.
Spell, and then you reskill, and then you skill something else. Use that spell.
Well, that was crap. Let's try this one.
Pretty interesting, actually.
Oh, Lila's
here might be a little bit of trouble.
See, without the rocket flare.
Yeah, but he was pro 2 though.
That's true, but it lulled Morphling into a false sense of security.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's it.
And then the only thing
knew that there are no cogs, and he's like, nah, I can't die.
There it is. He's like, oh man, I can just walk away. I'm gonna take adaptive strike because I'm a Morphling and I don't care about the lane.
Okay, Morphling.
No, it's not Morphling. It's Morphling.
What's the?
Huh?
And Supreme once again just dominating Natty Narwhal.
I don't know about Natty. I think Naffy is more appropriate because this. I'm not gonna lie, he's getting the crap kicked out of him in this mid matchup.
To be fair, the Void Spirit was up, still is up in CS, but yeah, I mean he did just go down there to the combo of laser plus heat-seeking missile.
I mean, I felt confident as an observer to look away from this lane because you're a Void Spirit against a Tinker. Okay, he at least gets the ring. That's a spicy meatball for him. So this is the moment where you just tell Era...
on point today.
Yes. I was going to say, this is the point where you just tell Era, yo, go back to base and be my courier right now because I need to refill my bottle and kill this noob again.
Yeah, or he just waits for one of the bounty runes. Either.
I mean, but think of all the killing you could be doing right now.
Yeah, but think of all the killing Era is doing in the bottom lane on these neutral creeps.
Oh, snap.
Other creeps.
This is sad to watch it. Well, that's why I only said one half of it.
Okay.
There is fire in this game, though.
There's a little bit of fire in this game, yeah.
A little bit. The bird is literally on fire.
Is the bird actually on fire right now though? Because I feel like I mean, like there seems to be like molten lava, kind of like glowing and stuff, but I don't know if he's actually burning right now.
You would
I feel like that's just when he comes to the egg, right?
like you see someone on fire rolling around screaming for you to get help. Like, so you just sit there and go, "Are you on fire though?"
I mean, is Phoenix screaming for help? Is that what he's doing? Because it doesn't look like it to me.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know if he'd even know. Have you ever looked at the portrait of Phoenix and thought about how dumb he looks?
I mean, the face of Phoenix does look pretty dumb. I'll give you that much.
So I don't know if he'd even know that he needs help if he was on fire.
And if you look right now at the net worth here, NIP are already up 2k gold at the 5-minute mark. So getting a lot out of their lanes here, NIP.
See, this is impressive, by the way. Misha's on fire.
Shackle has committed to...
Uh-oh.
He went in there and... Yeah,
why, though?
I don't know. He wanted to cancel maybe a Clarity or Sal or something on the Warlock, but... I mean, he didn't know that the clockwork was there, so...
I mean, sure, but like, even without that, you're going to get Opens wounded, and you're going to lose like most of your health, right? So then you're going to just have to sit back.
If it's just the life stealer, I think he's fine to just... he can just start trading, right? He can just click him back, but with that clock there, yeah, he's done.
I too love to rely on RNG to get me out of a bad situation.
It's not really RNG that much. I think it was okay if there was clockwork, but yeah, he pays the price. The Timber is just fine in this bottom lane, even though he is alone. Since he has now 3 points in reactive armor, it can't really do much to hurt him. Not until Morphling at least gets to his level 6, when he can become the Timber. And Supreme is just... Yeah, he's just farming away in the mid lane. Sure, he's not getting as much CS as the Void Spirit, but with that solo kill First Blood as well, he's trying to get some neutral camps maybe, and he just needs some levels now. Try to. You
have to be respectful at 6, right? Because Tinker is the type of hero that can be brought down by a VS once he hits 2 astral steps. Yeah,
definitely. With pretty much any hero rotating in, if it's the Phoenix or a Treant or whatever, then it's kind of an easy kill.
Uh-oh. We got more issues? Here's the tissue. Alright, this is the moment. This is where Empire pulls forward. Because Era is going to disconnect from the game and not be able to reconnect. And then...
That might be something that might help Empire.
I do find that usually helps. I think that's why people tend to try and mash the unpause button.
But it looks like not the case.
Okay. Alright, so Empire's just rip that plan up. Back to the drawing board. How are we going to win this? What is the lane? What is your game?
Yeah, I mean, right now they're just... They keep falling behind in like 3k here at the 7-minute mark. I mean, the top lane is kind of rough for them now. I think that's kind of beyond repair. I think what you can do now is just like, you have the 6 on the Void Spirit. I think try to bring another hero into this mid lane and try to get a kill on the Tinker.
Kills are happening elsewhere. Slashflow's in a lot of trouble here. Save the day from Natty, though, and it looks like it's going to be an Infest to try and move away in that creep. They're going to turn around and Misha trying to bring him down. Slashflow is still dodging out Era, though. Misha has yet to die, by the way, and Seiyu is getting low. They will finally Infest out and find the kill on Slashflow on the other side. So, in the end, a good trade for Nip, considering they forced Void Spirit here.
Yeah, exactly. Despite the Void Spirit being there, they still managed to get the kill on Shacklo, and... Ooh, the Phoenix almost went down there to the Fatal Bonds. He barely survived there.
Era. Oh no.
Natty.
There's an astral step that allowed him to get that final click in. I don't know if this is worth it though. That's 188 gold, and then I'm just looking across at Supreme. And I feel like Tink is the one that you need to be slowing down right now.
Yeah, and not just that, it's also the fact that this Timber is... He's just gonna pressure this bottom tower now. I mean, he can just tank the tower for as long as he wants. He's never really gonna take any damage, and yeah, he can just let the creeps stack up and just push on his own.
An independent Timber, he don't need no team. And It looks like they've decided Morph should be top now. He shouldn't be too at risk in this lane, right? Like, there isn't hot pursuit from Nip when you're talking about a Warlock and a Lifestealer.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the 3 points in the attribute shift. However, he does not have a single point away from yet, so if he ever does get into some trouble, it could be dangerous for him.
Oh, they don't just get the Warlock here. They might be able to find Supreme. They need to make this quick, though, because the Marching Machine's damage is adding up. Areas arrive, and Supreme's trying to stay alive. But the Sun Ray, they can't quite burn him down. He sidestep and throws out the rockets and ensures that Vengeance is had, as it ends with a 2-for-2 exchange.
Yeah, they finally they get the kill on the Tinker, and Phoenix, I think, was the only one getting that XP there, so now he's almost gonna get to level 6. But yeah, they did lose the Void Spirit and the Phoenix, so kind of an even trade there in the end.
Yeah, really well played by Supreme as well, right? Like that Juke and Jive is like, well, I'm probably dead, but I know I'm gonna grab some people to join me in the afterlife.
Yeah, and Charlie kind of just hitting this Morphling, just he doesn't really care that much.
Yeah, it's mild tickling back and forth. The more concerning thing is that Supreme actually has the gold for Boots of Travel now. 10 minutes in.
Why?
I think he's a spooky boy. And then on the other side, I don't feel like I'm seeing any spooky heroes. I mean, Void Spirit can pop off, but that's not the way this game has played out.
Yeah, right now Empire are 5k gold behind. 10 minutes. I mean, in terms of CS, they're doing okay. It's just they're dying, and you know, maybe just losing bounty runes and using a lot of gold on Regen. But also, of course, the Pango is the one like who's really struggling in this game. He's only just now like level 6.
Speaking of Pango, Roll Thunder in time. Saberlight was just about to complete the TP. He's going to try and move away with the chain. The stun control is good enough to bring the Timber down.
Yeah, that's very nice now. They're gonna have this almost level 8 Phoenix, so he's getting some really good levels at least. And there are not that many great egg killers. There is the Lifestealer, of course, but that's about it. So if Phoenix does get off to a good start here and gets to a good game, then it could be very, very dangerous in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And especially if you get a good time that Spirit Vessel against a hero like Timber, all of a sudden Saberlight, when he should feel like he can just kind of make a lot of space, might find himself a little bit wanting.
Yeah, and Air just whiffs just a little bit there on the hook onto the Phoenix, and he gets to escape.
As a result, things will calm down, but I wouldn't be surprised if we just see Nip kind of transition lane to lane to take down these towers. Like Charlie's already dealt with the top tower, and you see him move bot with that catapult as well. So that's going to be 2-0 on the tower score at this point in favor of Nip.
Yeah, that is also against the tree end, so you don't really expect to be losing towers that early, but it's kind of the Timber factor, I think, to some extent. Just they're not really able to deal with this hero right now. He's just too tanky.
Also, I don't know. Agnar did go for 2 points in the lead seed instead of just maxing out the living armor. Maybe just anticipating there's too much burst as Natty finds that out. Good lord. He had the steps as well.
I mean, he had everything ready. He just got caught by the amount of damage that Saberlight deals.
I think usually the heroes that overestimate their tankiness are the sort of heroes that fit into Saberlight's roles, not the mid.
And the thing is, like, you look at this Pango now, he just got his arcane boots on top of a glove of haste. I mean, he is
Hook shot. Egg goes down. They're pinging it right now. They'll move across the Overgrowth to try and interrupt them, but they'll still have enough time to bring it down. Reinforcements are coming in. They're going to turn around, bring down the clock. They get the lifesteal low enough. Saberlight, the last one on the menu, and he will be eaten up as well.
Yeah, and quite the overcommitment there from NIP, losing 3 heroes. Misha might still go down. Okay, no. That was a very long TP, so he almost went down there because of it.
It's that moment where if he died, there's going to be questions as to why the tier 1 and the tier 2 weren't good enough up top.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he probably just clicked on some place on the map or something. But yeah, they managed to get those 3 kills at least. So some gold coming the way of like the Pango and the Morphling. Some much needed gold. And they also keep their mid tower alive, so now they can just heal it back up.
And it looks like that Pango is not going to stop off for like a javelin or anything. He doesn't feel it's worth it anymore. He's going straight into the mech. Which I can understand, right? Like whenever you're against a Tinker, you need either pipe or mech. And you need a rush order it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, the difficult thing for him is that if Empire are going to have a chance to win this game, I think they're going to at a much later stage. And, you know, if that's going to be the case, it means that Pango is going to be very, very poor, even if it gets to that later stage of the game. And once again, with the hook shot just off the mark.
Maybe someone needs to tell him it's okay if you touch Sableye on the way and I'll just get close enough. But the Rocket Flare, I mean, that was all he was doing. He's like, Snatchlow, you now think you're safe? Don't worry. Max out this Rocket Flare just for you.
I mean, it's not just the Rocket Flare, right? It's the Rocket Flare and the combat. They're just sending the missiles for vision, and then the Rocket Flares are hitting, or vice versa.
Yeah. And you see that in the prioritization for Arrow, right? Like, if you look at his skill build, he stopped with only 2 points in Battery Assault and is now maxing out that Rocket Flare.
Yeah, kind of just wearing them down. It's also just the thing where as the Morphling, if he's ever low when he goes, you know, you're always susceptible to it.
What is the Ooh. That was close. Now he was able to dodge out on the Rocket Flare incoming, so they actually bait Supreme into his own death.
I'm going to call that experiment.
Yeah, and every time you kill Tinker, it's such a big kill, right? This is one of those heroes that you really don't want many deaths as a Tinker at all. You just want to keep staying alive and keep farming on the map. They're gonna go a bit here onto the Morphling up top.
Yeah, the creep wave might be his protector. There it is, waveform away. All time wasted, not for much. Saberlight has arrived, but I don't really see the end goal for Nip in this area of the map at the moment. I guess it's just kind of farm denial, right? Like, you don't give Empire access to their own jungle. You're not really pushing towers in a rush, but it's more the Empire is stuck here looking awkward.
Yeah, and NIP are just kind of claiming all of the map as theirs. And just all of these rockets flying out. I mean, they just don't have the sustain to deal with this right now.
No.
The one thing, though, I have to say about this game is that this is a one-core lifestealer, and this is something that I've never been a fan of this in general, in terms of just physical damage and, you know, scalability. Sure, Tinker scales into magic damage, but...
You sure? Well, it's a decent amount of time. Now he's extremely low, and he's going to go down. They try to deal with Sableye. The Overgrowth's not going to be good enough, but they're trying to go through for a bigger kill. The problem is they don't really have the damage to deal with him. Tinker's able to move away, courtesy of the assistance coming out from Charlie. And meanwhile, Sableye, stuck next to an egg, will just run away. Lightless thinks he's Pudge, as he, instead of hooking trees, he tries to hook Sableye himself. And Sableye will look to reinitiate. They go straight in. He's brought low, but in the end, they're able to bring down the Morphling. The mistakes have been made. Satchlo will also find himself in an early grave. And it's becoming the Tinker show very quickly.
Yeah, this Tinker is dishing out a lot of damage. You can see there from the fight recap, 3.5k damage almost done by the Tinker there in that kind of just short engagement. Just all of these missiles just flying.
I think that's the power of lifesteal, these type of heroes, right? Like, you think fragile heroes like Lesh, Tinker as well. You're a mech. You hop inside them, you save the day.
And Phoenix just gonna go down there to the rock as well as some heat-seeking missiles. And I mean, also Tinker finding this keen optic early on, the extra 75 cast range on top of your 125 cast range talent, now extra 200 plus coming out now the Ether Lens. So he's just gonna be able to sit outside of these fights and just cast spells freely. Now with an arcane rune down there. Oof.
And that's getting rough. That's the chorus snipe. They were trying to get it ready, because I was about to say maybe the one piece of solace Empire has is maybe they get a Spirit Vessel soon, because the big thing that's making this so easy for Ninjas and Pajamas is they've got 4 bulky heroes that just give vision for Tinker. Speaking of Tinker,
here,
this is not.
He does manage to juke out the roly-poly there. He's gonna be fine.
Slashler just needs to get out now. Meanwhile, Eknar, not so lucky, goes to the Overgrowth play, but Timbersaw is looking, he's pointing, saying, just you wait. We'll chase in, and he's not quite able to find the kill. But it's Overgrowth on cooldown. They find the bigger one as Slashler gets cleaned up. Oh, Saberlight. Yep, they're going to find the kill. He's like, no, no, no. We don't leave with less. And this is just a classic Nip game at this rate. We know these boys love that Tinker, and they're proving exactly how you play around it.
Yeah, I mean, Supreme really making this Tinker actually look really good. Natty just cleaning up some couriers.
Oh yes, the role playing as a Nyx assassin. When you're behind this far.
That's a hero I haven't seen in a while now.
It kind of fell off a bit. Do you think a big part of it was the Meteor Hammer, like the nerf of the combo?
Yeah, it might have been. It could also be kind of the heroes that are picked in general. Just, I mean, the thing is, Nyx is such a weak laner, also, right?
Yeah, maybe
Might be one of the things.
there's like not as much a necessity for breaks as well, right? Because that's like one big powerful thing he got on Vendetta a while ago, is they added in the break.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but if NIP are gonna keep playing Tinker, who knows? Maybe Nyx will make a comeback.
Possible. I think it's just outrageous that he got Philosopher's Stone on the Tinker as well in this game.
Yeah, he's really finding some nice neutral items there. And he has this Dagon queued up, and he should be able to just purchase the Dagon 1 right now if he wants to.
Wait, Charlie?
No.
He's like, no,
Charlie.
I am not TPing. I will stay. I must hit creeps.
There's Dagon 1 now on the Tinker, so even more damage.
And the question is, where is Empire's damage right now? It looks like Supreme wants to show off his new damage. Wrap around, does get interrupted. Warlock's jumped on first. Will be brought down pretty quick. The Rolling Thunder through to control up the Clockwork as well. Should be enough to bring him down, or is it? He's tanking through it all. He's pushed up to the high ground. Lifestealer jumps inside him, but now he's stuck here, unable to hit the egg. So he's going to go pop, and with it, his face might go as well. Clockwork's still super tanky, though. And Tinker just cleaning up. They're able to bring down Eknart. They'll chase forward Saberlight, keeping that vision for the Tinker to follow up. And Charlie says, thank you very much. You are a wonderful home error, but now I must come out and play with Natty, who's trying to make his way up the high ground, just about gets into the ancient camp, able to escape. I don't know if Tinker's going to find more. He moves forward with the Dagon. He does close the kill on Snatch, though, as well. And Sayu's been spotted. He'll try and dive away. Will make his escape. But Natty, he ain't got nothing to work with. And they actually call GG. That's enough. They say, nope. Tinker is a disgusting hero. You're a disgusting team. We're done. Have your victory.
I mean, finishing with that ultra kill there, Supreme. What a performance both in game 1 and 2.